Welcome to Easy 3 Sport Production. I'm your host, Suttles, and before we get started, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that sub button. Make sure you click that like button. YouTube always likes it. And be sure to leave your comments in the comment section. I want to hear what you got to think about this next subject. So without further ado, let's get it. To the New York Jets. You lost to the New York Jets. Got the Jets calling it Jet Life Stadium. How does this happen? How does this happen? Oh, God. 13-10. 13-10. Your defense went out there and played exquisite. They played great and held this team to 13 points. The offense couldn't put up. Oh, God. The offense couldn't put up more than 10 points. More than 10 points. On the first drive, Kayvon Thibodeau gets a strip sack and the defense recovers it. You are on the plus side, and you only get 3 points out of that. The defense played great. Like, you can't blame the defense for any of it. I know the Dory Jackson pass interference. Yes, it happened. I know at the end of the game when they gave up, oh my God, the 20-yard bomb to Garrett Wilson. It happens. Those kinds of things happen, but they shouldn't have been in that predicament. They played way too well to be in that situation. Graham Gano missed 2 field goals, and the last one was the one that could have put the dagger. Could have put the dagger in their hearts. We was in there with Tommy DeVito. They didn't let Tommy DeVito throw the ball because he had just got elevated from the practice squad. Tyrod Taylor got injured. Oh, this team is trending towards having a top 5 pick. And with that top 5 pick, they will be drafting a quarterback. They're not going to get Caleb Williams because Caleb Williams is going to be the number 1 pick. But Drake may be in the conversation. Bo Nix may be in the conversation. It may be those kinds of quarterbacks because they're going to get a quarterback. If we're drafting in the top 5, it is no question whatsoever that they are definitely going to draft their quarterback. Daniel Jones with the neck injury, you don't know what his future is. Tyrod Taylor, he's a good backup, but he's 34 years old. He's not going to last. Tommy DeVito, he's where he's at. He's only a rookie, and he's there just to be elevated from the practice squad, but it's bad. This is bad. This is overall bad. The only bright spots is the defense. Now, I'm just going to say it's out here. Everybody was saying, oh, Kayvon Thibodeau, he's a bust. Oh, he's not doing all the things that Michael Parsons is doing. He's not doing all these things. Yeah, you want to know why he's not doing the things that Michael Parsons is doing? Because he's doing things better than Michael Parsons. He's doing things better than Myles Garrett. He's doing things better than TJ Watt. He's doing things better than Joey and Nicky Bosa. He's doing things better than those guys. So for everybody that want to say he's a bust and he's not worth the pick, and with BT and Sal when they're up here getting on Carl Banks when Carl Banks is saying just watch the film, look what Kayvon is doing, I bet you they seen that film. I bet you they seen the 9 tackles, 3 sacks today, and a forced fumble. I bet you they seen that, and that puts him at 8.5 sacks for the year. 8.5 sacks. Oh, you know how much more than that is? Michael Parsons. You know how many more tackles he got? Who got more tackles? Kayvon or Michael Parsons? Kayvon. Kayvon got more tackles and he has more sacks. So why can't he do what Michael Parsons does? He does. He does it better. That's what we got. we got a guy right now who's trending towards All-Pro, and he had just inserted himself into the Defensive Player of the Year. Now, will he get it? Most likely not, because the team isn't going to be that good unless he has ungodly numbers. But he has 8.5 sacks. 8.5 sacks. He has more sacks than Myles Garrett, more sacks than Micah Parsons, more sacks than T.J. Watt. No, same amount of sacks as T.J. Watt. I'm sorry, same amount of sacks as T.J. Watt. And he just inserted himself into the top 3 in the sacks leaders. So that's what we have on our team. We have a stud who is growing. He's going to be a superstar. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Stop calling the man a bust. He may end up being the Defensive Player of the Year this season. Now, as for the rest of the defense, everybody else is playing well. Dexter Lawrence playing well. Deonte Banks, he did his thing up against Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson did have 7 receptions for 400 yards. They wasn't all on Deonte Banks. But this defense is going to be a problem. And we have proof of how good this defense really can be. The offense needs to catch up. We need to get something going. If we can score 20 points, just 20. Remember, everybody was asking for 30 points. If we can just score 20, we would win so many games. This defense has done its job. Up against Seattle, they only allowed 10 points. Everything else was off of Daniel Jones. These last 3 games, they done wiped the floor with the offenses. The Bills, they only scored 14 points. The Jets only scored 13, and that was towards the end of it. Graham Gano could have put the nail in the coffin there, and we could have won 13-7. Washington didn't score that much. Yeah, Washington only scored 7. This defense is elite. This defense may end up being a top 5 defense, but we have no offense whatsoever. Brian Daboll, I don't know what you're doing, but you got to do something. You have to figure something out. You was able to figure out everything last year when we had practice squad players. Now you have guys. Now you have some studs. You got Wan'Dale Robinson. You got Jalen Hyatt. And you got Saquon Barkley back. This is when you need to put up 20 points. Put up 20 points. 20 points is not hard to ask for in this day and age. Put up 20 points. You got Tommy DeVito there for the week. Teach him all the plays. Let the man throw. I just watched the Chicago Bears and their quarterback, Baggett. This is his first time. He was at a D2, D3 school. This is his first time you're starting. Off of the rip, the very first play at scrimmage, he throws a 30-yard bomb, and it gets completed. And also got a pass interference call. Now, they ended up getting smacked. That's what the game is on right now. They end up getting smacked. But he let him throw the ball. Let the man throw. We need 20 points. That's what we need. 20 points. Defense is going to take care of the rest. Get 20 points. We will increase our chances of winning expeditiously. Just 20. 20. 20 points. That's all I'm asking for. Just 20 points. This team, man. This team is, I don't even know. I don't know. I really don't know. We're on our 3rd quarterback. And it was probably today, since John Michael Schmidt came back, it was like the 11th variation of the offensive line. The weapons really can't get used to a quarterback. Saquon still beasted out. They gave him around 36 carries for 128 yards. Still couldn't get into the end zone. And I don't know what else you want the defense to do. Does the defense have to average 14 points per game so that we can at least get to 20? Does the defense have to do that? This is absolutely ridiculous. I've never seen a Giants team that was this bad offensively. That was just this bad offensively. I've just never seen it. And then defensively being so good, it just doesn't work out, man. This is not going to go well. And we may end up having that top 5 pick. And as I said, if we have that top 5 pick, a quarterback is definitely coming down the pipeline. Even if we got a top 10 pick, I think a a quarterback is definitely going to be in the building next season because you can't trust Daniel Jones in that neck injury. But the Giants, they fall to the Jets, 13-10. Jets gonna have their, day talking mess, but the Giants season just keeps going down and down the toilet. But until next time, I'm out.